The
Oh,
gang.
shit.
Yeah.
Shit. We're back.
Here we go again.
Oh, yeah, we're back. All right, so,
All right now.
all right. I swear, I really just rewatched that movie only to study Sam Rockwell, just
Very important.
to get that right. If I ever do Halloween proper ever again, it's as Zaphod Beaverbrox in that coat. If I can find one.
Very reasonable.
All right, so last game, you all stuck around the crater mostly. Fought off some giant bugs. Realized there's something very wrong with these folks from the Commodore, including one that's turned into a mushroom. I was very high when I thought of that, so I just want to be very clear about that.
Mushrooms will do that.
It wasn't I know. It wasn't even that clever. I was just like, hey, well, what if he was a mushroom?
Mid chomping on mushrooms. What if this was
Yeah.
alive?
This was a person.
What if this was a person?
It was
Oh,
a trip
God.
of a sort.
That's a trip for sure.
Oh, yes. Jen, you're kind of not emissary, a little bit of she's probably the sanest of the people left that you've met so far from the destroyed mining vessel, the Commodore, floating outside of Poseidon, the ruins of Poseidon, I should say, brought you to camp and has told you about what she would assume is the archive, which is essentially where something massive, like city-sized, sunk into the ground a few days' travel from where they've set up camp. They tried to go there when they initially crashed on the grounds of this planet, but got caught when they were trying to go through what looks like an old stone building, or she keeps calling it the temple of some sort, and said they couldn't get past the stone guardians. So she'll take you there. She is a non-combatant, so she has no way to assist you all when it comes to fighting off beasties or what have you, but she does have some information that she can provide. So she's offered to take you there. It is a couple days journey. You can rest for the night, so go ahead and you've done watch, so go ahead and put hit points back to full, spells, abilities, etc. You wake up the next morning. Mist, there is what looks like you're familiar with wildlife, considering where you're from originally. Kind of looks like a very, very bright purple toucan, for lack of a better description. And it is just clacking its beak at you. Kind of doing that bird thing where it's trying to figure you out. It's about yay big.
Where is it sitting in relation to, like, the camp? Is it, like, above us, or is it, like, close to me on the ground?
Sitting right next to you.
Oh.
Like, it has no
Right
problems with personal space because it doesn't know that. And it seems to think you're interesting.
Well, I think Mist will just sit there in their meditative stance in which I've been sleeping. Yeah, I think I wasn't on the last watch. Or maybe I was.
You were on the last watch
I'm
with
just...
Echo, yeah.
Oh, okay, I was last watch. Okay, cool. Then I'll just sit there meditatively and I'll just look at it. See what it does.
Gets bored after a while. Hops off. Starts pecking at little bits of what look like dried fruit on the ground. Doesn't seem to, but it is like a vibrant purple. It's also really, other than the Death Shakers, the first true wildlife you've seen. Because someone had asked last game if you heard any birds or anything, and off in the distance you had, but you have not seen anything other than the rats that they catch and eat.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just observe it. Maybe if it comes close, I'll sort of like just extend my hand towards it. But that's pretty much it. I'll point it out to Echo.
Okay. She kind of nods and shrugs and goes about
Yeah.
whatever she's doing, which is mostly giving Anders the side eye.
Ooh, side eye.
Well, remember, they
Not
We're
the
shipping
sunshine.
it. We're shipping it. Damn it.
enemies to lovers. Gross.
Yes. Yes, that old trope. I love it. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Oh boy. Yeah, if you put
We'll do
your
it
hand
live.
out, go
I
ahead
do like
and
that trope.
make an animal handling check for me. We
Sure.
never do these.
We never do these.
Can I see the toucan?
Oh yeah, everyone can see it. It's this bright purple bird.
Ooh.
14.
Nice. Yeah, it actually comes up to you, kind of pecks at your palm for a second, and then flies off. And then comes back and drops what looks like a really large cherry in your hand.
Can I?
I bow my head to it in gratitude.
Okay.
And I guess I just observe the cherry for a moment. Like, do I get an impression it's edible or?
It looks natural.
I mean, not that I would. No, probably.
I mean, you would have no way of knowing without cutting into it, breaking it open. You do notice that instead of a stem, because this thing's roughly softball sized, right? So it's like this. It has fibers on the outside of it like a coconut, but it's colored like a cherry.
Does the toucan seem to want me to open it for it? Or is it more a...
I will not
gift?
let you roll an insight check on a bird.
Why not?
Can I?
I have +4 to insight. Come on, man.
This bird is sus as hell, let me tell you.
What was that, Finn?
If Finn can see this bird,
Oh,
he'll probably walk over and just ask it what it's doing here, using speak with animals from his tattoo.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
It will clack its beak at you for a second, and then go, food, and swing its wing up. And if you look up into the tree, there are more of these fruits hanging down.
Gotcha.
It just tells you, rat, no good, stringy. Blech.
Oh, that's yeah. I'll tell him. Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks. Is there any other tips you can give us? We're kind of new to this planet or this region.
Yeah,
I
got
try
tips. Yeah, stupid humans. Stupid humanoids. Yeah, give me shinies.
Shinies.
For nest.
Nest. Okay. I guess I will take. I'll take something shiny out of my pocket. I don't know what he would want.
What you
or
got
they
in your
would want.
inventory?
I have a lot of things in my inventory.
No physical money. This is the fun part.
Yeah, I know. That's I guess I have some parts for some motorcycle parts and stuff, so probably a couple screws or something. Or
okay.
a chain from a motorcycle. So I'll take some of those out and just kind of hold them up hey.
Okay.
Here
Put
you
it,
go.
put it on the ground. Put it on the ground.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hops over, spreads its wings, pecks at a couple of things, spits out the screws like chain, like this. Swings it around. You ever seen that video of the cat with the cherry where it's just swinging it around until it bops it in the face? It does
Classic.
that. Yep. Swings the
Nice.
chain around. This is good. I like it. It makes noise. I like it.
Toucan
And
and a
then-
huge chain just falling out of control.
Yep.
Like-
Next time you come back through here, that thing's got a pair of sunglasses on and just looks like the absolute
His own gang.
little, yeah, he's got his own little gang going on. I don't know. It swings the chain around and then throws it down on the ground and says, "I bring you fruit. How many you want?"
Ooh.
You gotta catch him. I'm not flying back and forth too far.
That's fine. How many can you knock down?
All of them.
Okay, we'll take all of them.
They rot real fast.
That's
Jesus.
that's fine. We'll figure something out.
Give them to idiots and points
Yeah.
his head
Yep.
at the people from the Commodore. Give them to them. They can't. They're bad at it. They climb the tree and they fall. Broke my last nest.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. He'll hop up there, start knocking him just with no caution whatsoever. Just starts flinging him down like softball size. Fruit
high-
just
Mist,
flying at you.
Mist has that moment where like one is just about to hit them, and then like without looking up, he just reaches out his like hand
Hell
and grabs
yeah.
them with my missile snaring.
Yes.
Okay.
Classic.
How high are these things coming from? Like-
About 20 feet up.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Anders is just catching them with his mind, just like
Gross.
mage hand. The
You all are just showing off.
telekinesis mage hand just like once he realizes what's going on, it's like, okay, it's like you can stop throwing fruit at me now. That's
Throws it harder.
Finn, please tell the bird not to.
Hey, do you mind not like pelting us with some of those? We'll do our best to catch those. Thank you.
Look, you just see this face come out of the tree, come out of the like palm fronds up top. No, didn't say not throw at you. You get what you get. Chucks another
Okay.
one.
What a nice guy.
There are
I
about
should just
50 of
push
these
him,
on the
right?
ground.
It's like
So for reference, and Jen can tell you this, that the few that they've managed to get, if they fall down, they're usually overly ripe. But it's a day's worth of rations.
Okay.
But they are heavy. So she can show you how to crack them open, which really, they have fashioned, broken blades and broken knives into kind of makeshift daggers. And if you put it into, it's like a, kind of looks like on the top of a cherry, there's a divot where the stem would come out. And if you were to stab a blade down in that, you should just be able to crack it open. You don't even have to go like full Captain America with that chunk of log, right? You can just like pull it open. And the inside is this deep plum colored like fruit flesh. The skin is not edible, but if you carve that away,
Yummy.
they're not
Like
bad.
watermelon.
They're a little bitter, but better than rat.
It's true.
And it does have water in it, so she does tell you that if you eat them here to leave the skins, because they can dry those out and use them for like bowls, that kind of thing. The bird does come back down. Chain has disappeared somewhere up into his nest and is clacking at Mist and Finn. You all see this happen. What you want?
so. Does he talk to wildlife a lot, or is this just like a thing you guys do, or?
I don't think he's done it before, as far as I know.
Mist is watching the Fintuken interaction with great amusement and interest, but since they have no eyes, it's hard to tell.
I keep forgetting that. I don't know how I forgot no eyes, but
Do they have any features? Like, is there just like big bone plate and a mouth? Or
Yeah, they're like shape of the like protruding horn-like bones and stuff is
Right.
I think different from Rofian to Rofian, but other than that, it's sort of like blank. I think like some of like sort of holes, like indents in the bones, but yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like bird ears, right? So on the side of the head, there are slight indents. You have kind of assumed by now that it's probably all bone conduction and a combination of their that and their telepathy. But Julia's correct. The Rothians, I always think like with tiefling horns, how different they can be. And they're the shape of, especially like kind of the top crown or fringe maybe, can vary. And it can be broken off in battle. or in accidents. Like, so some of that can be broken off.
Yeah, mist has some like chips and cracks in it, I imagine.
The bird is looking at you, Finn. Okay, what you want?
Is it possible that you have you seen, and I'll describe like the palace or the place that we were talking about going, like the headquarters place. What all is in that area slash like, is there anything to look out for? Like if because I'm assuming since they're a bird, they have a bigger, radius of visibility than we do, so they probably know some of the comings and goings. Like, is there danger over there? What should we look out for? Stuff along those lines.
Are you talking about the crater or the temple?
The temple.
The temple. Okay.
Yeah.
Been there. Good place to shit. Good pooping place. Very good. No one cares anymore if you poop there.
Well, that's nice.
Great. Says that several times. Granddaddy said, don't go there. Wizards drive you off, but no wizards anymore.
No wizards.
Magic bam bam, sparky bams. He had a bigger vocabulary than I do.
Gotcha.
Danger in the temple.
Okay.
Other than that, if you don't like bats, there's bats,
Okay.
but they're wusses. You smack them.
Thanks for good intel from the bird here. Good.
No,
Yeah, good. Yeah.
you watch this bird do this hilarious thing, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. The rest of you are like, what the hell? The bird starts to, Finn, show you exactly how you're supposed to smack a bat to make it go away. And it involves a very complicated gesture that you're like, that looks like an aircraft carrier. It's just like, bam!
Oh dear.
One wing, hit, stun. Two wings, send them flying. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. And I'll just not
Yep.
very like, oh yeah, oh wow.
Bird's got some moves.
Okay. And I'll kind of relay some of the information about the temple to my fellow party members.
Okay.
And just like there's apparently no more wizards there. The bird also says something about good place to poop, so they probably have a restroom.
It's not like Times Square, right?
I'm assuming. Well,
They just
it's like that. I
covered-
mean, anywhere is a good place. to
Anyway,
poop.
that's true, yeah.
It's just covered in shit by now.
It's just shit
Yeah.
temple.
Wait, are we not all freaked out that birds have an oral history? Like, how guilty do you feel about Nando's now as a concept? Like, I'm not.
Just as a concept.
And then the bird goes, oh, wait, hold on. Flies back up
Yeah.
to the tree.
Oh,
Aw, you scared it.
No,
I am not
presents!
becoming. I am
Oh.
not becoming a vegetarian because of this
God.
fucking planet. I'm
Why
so
is it
glad
screaming
at
it's
me?
stuck.
it said
Hey.
presents. I think it has presents for us.
It comes
Oh.
back down, Finn, and drops in your hand a rather large star sapphire.
Ooh, pretty.
Temple. Full of it.
Oh.
But, well, she's dead now because she went in and took it, and then I took it because she was
Cause
dead.
fuck it. Yeah. Makes
But
sense.
all over the temple inside, she said all over the inside, and then she didn't come back, and then we found her. She's dead. That was in her beak. Distant relation, doesn't really matter. But you be careful because it'll fry you.
Oof.
Not the gem, the thing that the gem is in, and then it holds its wings up like it's. This is really bad pantomime. I don't really know how to do this. It's trying to kind of like it looks like it's
Praise
pushing.
the sun. Oh no.
Like
Praise the sun.
yeah, like it's pushing on an invisible, immovable object of some kind. Be careful against
Shield.
surface. Not
Okay.
for feet, for hand. I don't know the word.
That's okay. I think I understand it.
Also, tunnel.
Okay. Tunnel.
Tunnel.
So the bird says tunnel, and be careful with the hands, not your feet.
No touchy!
Doors.
Yeah,
Walls. What?
No, don't
The
touch.
statue door?
They say don't touch.
Don't.
So
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Gems are
Well,
pretty.
Anders can do the
Don't touch.
telekinesis movie thing. That's fine.
Do we really trust the advice of a? I mean, it's a bird
I-
brain. Is
I
not
love
a-
that this intelligence agent is like,
I mean,
yeah. It's like,
hey.
what in the what?
I mean,
this thing has
it's-
way more knowledge than we do about this right now, and
It's at least worth thinking about. Taking into
and
consideration.
honestly, I had no idea that it was going to spill that much information. I thought it was just going to be like,
I rolled
you know,
really high.
It
bro-
sounds
like
so
it was just going to
strange
tell
when
me
you talk to
bird
it.
stuff, and I was like, oh,
It did say good place to shit.
Bet.
So
Anders just like throws his hands up and starts walking away. He's like, bird brain is not traditionally a compliment, and he's just like, I'm done. I'm done with this planet and these people. I hate all of this.
that would, if I was still titling episodes, that would be the title of the episode.
I hate all of this.
No, bird brain is not usually a compliment.
As Anders walks away, he hears Mist in his head saying, "It is wise to trust those who have more knowledge of this place than we do."
You just see him like shudder from behind as he keeps walking. Just,
Love it. Finn, the bird hits you one more time with its
Ow.
wing.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, bird.
you go now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll head
No,
out.
you go.
All
You're
right.
disturbing my babies.
Oh, sorry. It says we're being too loud. Its children are sleeping.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
So,
Sorry.
Thank you.
Just waiting.
Thank you for all of your help. Does anybody have any shiny things that they would like to
Didn't it just drop a big shiny
Oh.
thing at us?
Yeah.
Um,
Well. Oh yeah. Yeah. I forgot to. Yeah. I forgot to mention this. So the bird says that it's full of these, and I'll just like
Is it-
pass
is
this
it-
off to people.
Is it
The bird.
valuable?
The bird.
toucan. The toucan. The
Toucan
toucan had
Toucan
mentioned.
Is it valuable or is it more just shiny?
and is like, valuable? Sorry, what?
I was gonna say, if a
It's-
couple of you would have
it's like-
background enough to, I would say Anders. God, that's a hard check. Make an intelligence check.
Oh dear.
Can
If
I also
only-
make intelligence check?
Yeah, Ava, you're a city dweller, sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Can
good
I
at
make
it.
an intelligent? No.
No.
If only Twitch were here, he knows about gems.
11.
Oh, Twitch boy. Oh, Twitchy boy. Twitchy boy.
Oh,
Nope.
nope. 11. Yeah, so Ava, you have seen these before in museums.
Belongs in a museum.
Locked behind cases and lasers.
Ooh.
They're valuable. You don't know
Ooh.
how much, but you have only ever seen them in museums. Typically
Hmm.
recovered from ancient humanoid civilizations that used to use them as very valuable currency. It's like, you know, on the low end, you pay for your groceries with some puka shells and you buy a new car with the Star Sapphire.
And this is just like, no, no,
You
it's a
don't.
rock.
No,
I
you
work
don't.
in finance. What do you want from me? And he's just like,
I've
It's
seen
a
this.
rock.
I've seen this in the museum back home. I
hey,
think
it's an old rock. What do you find?
it was locked away with lasers and heavy. I think it's very valuable.
Oh, well,
If
that's
we
good.
can grab some, I think it might be good. Good for our pockets.
I will also suggest that Verity probably has an idea. Or you have an AI.
We have like 3 AIs.
I'm going to
duct taped
remind
together.
you all that Zios
At-
is not the be-all, end-all, but he can find some things.
At that point, at this point, I'm sure that we're all just AIs.
Oh, God.
Probably.
I'm convinced
Oh.
that all of
This
us. are
is
just
all
I
just a
AIs.
am the ghost in the
simulation.
machine, yeah.
Oh, God.
Mm.
Welcome to Brother Clark's Mecha Church, please.
Oh God.
Very good.
10101001001, and also with you.
Amazing.
Anthony, you laugh that hard at that. I love that.
It was just, I
Makes
didn't know
me
what to
feel-
expect,
thank
and
you.
it was just beautiful.
Wasn't that the great Arkle Caesar, right? So we're good.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have a thing. Someone note that down. I don't know who has the
Stars.
inventory, but
Star Sapphire. Did anybody else want to grab
Do
it,
you
or
wanna
do you
ch-
all hand
Do you
it
want
back
to
to me?
chuck it in the mech,
I can
which
hand it
I
back to you.
assume is now available because we had a long rest?
it is, yes.
All right. Yeah, Ixiom, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
we could keep this in the mech. It'd probably be a little bit safer.
Do you?
Yep.
Is
I
Zios
forget. Do
still
you
in
travel?
No, Zayas is on me, and he's not leaving me.
Do you travel around inside the mech like it's a big baby carrier, or does it walk along with you?
No, it walks along with
Wow.
me like a
Okay.
dog.
Okay.
Like
I
it's a
give
big
it pats
baby
and
carrier.
treats of wrenches.
Oh.
Oh, that's actually pretty cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me put your mech on here. There we go.
Pomp. There it is. Bam.
Bam. All right. Jen will start taking you to the temple if you would like.
Be a good
She
boy.
does. Good Mac. She
Good
does
Mac.
mention it's a couple of days travel. The first day is usually pretty easy. The second day you have to cross the river to get there, and there be big nasty teethy things in the water.
Big nasty teethy things. That's descriptive.
Yeah, she says I would call them sharks, but they don't quite look like sharks. There is
Oh,
a
it-
path, but it's like a rickety bridge.
Yeah, because
so...
they warned us about like river people, like
Oh yeah.
marrow or
River monsters.
mermen or lizard people. Yeah, there's some
yeah,
kind of
she
aqua
said she's
problem.
hoping they've moved on because they tend to be like a nomadic. They're called Sagoans, as far as she knows. You do find them on watery places like Lokshay. They tend to keep to themselves as long as you don't poke at them or take anything of theirs. You're usually okay. But it's only ever been
I
her
tell-
or a couple of people, never a big group.
Yeah, I tell everyone telepathically to just keep a respectful distance.
Hmm.
I like it. In my mind.
Is also what's his name coming with us? Two spirit person. I talked to.
No.
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 Well, I thought we agreed that he would come with us. Didn't we last time?
That was last night.
Uh.
The answer from
You
the
did.
other entity is a
Yeah, 'cause
solid
it's-
no.
They're so faithful.
There's the pilot and there's the
Cuties.
Yeah, it's a little complicated. And of course now I can't even remember their name. I have to go back and look.
Because I thought didn't she ask
Tom.
if we would take her with us to the city?
or would we
'Cause it was-
take the vessel with us when we go to see Mother? There was that whole thing.
One of the
Because-
two. Yeah, I mean, like we take her in the form of like we have to take the guy she's controlling
Yeah,
with us.
Ta. Because Ta is the
Yeah,
host.
Ta.
And then there's Mother.
I just thought I remembered
but-
she specifically asked to be taken with us.
Or
You can
for-
check again.
see who's
Okay.
in the driver's seat.
I mean, I'll go up to them before you leave camp, and ask if they wish to come with us, like as was suggested the previous day.
You're pretty sure it's Ta who responds. I can check. I don't know if they're not happy. Something's been disrupted in the... Hold on. It is very creepy to watch. You've never seen this before with this entity, being. Person?
Mm-hmm.
Their eyes recede.
Hmm.
And it's just 2 blank sockets.
To each their own.
See
I
your
hate it.
face.
Mm,
I hate it!
I don't like it.
Oh,
I
no,
don't like
I
it.
don't.
Oh, blank
no.
sockets is gonna come up again too. I'm so happy. You have no idea. I'm thrilled actually. So the Todd disappears as far as that personality goes. What comes back is that slightly disembodied, kind of echoey, almost like 2-pronged voice. They should stay here. They can't defend themselves. However, I can do this, and it unhinges its jaw.
Alright.
And what kind of flops out is this long, purple-black tongue with a barb on the end of it. Did that work? Slides the tongue back in, puts the jaw back up, has to like physically push it back into place. I broke their jaw to do that.
I'm confused by what message this trying to tell me.
They're not capable of defending themselves, but I can devour things if need be.
Oh, I see.
It would probably render this unit dead.
So you might want to keep this unit in the background. Well, make sure to protect the unit.
That is acceptable.
As long as you can provide us with any information as we go forward about the place and what we might encounter, then that would be of great aid.
What does the unit receive from this bargain?
Wait, what was the... Oh yeah, didn't you want us to either get to the archive or destroy Mother? I thought that those were the terms.
I was
we
checking
agreed on.
to ensure you remembered. Very good. Let us go. Stands up with a
Cool.
swiftness and an ease that no being with bones and cartilage should be able to do.
It needs bones.
It is unnatural.
Overrated to have bones.
Mr. less disturbed by this than they probably should be, but they've seen some shit.
The rest of you just see this happen. It's like, oh no. Oh no. It's like when the girl comes down the stairs all backwards and bent. Yeah, you're like, no, I don't like it.
Well, Moranda's like muttering and swearing about this goddamn planet and just like.
All right.
Yeah, why no one comes here? Everything
Yeah,
sucks.
This is why it's a ruin.
I hate nature.
Fuck off!
I
Oh,
hate
fucking
jaw-breaking tongue monsters. It's just like,
get lost,
nope,
leaf. Oh.
I ain't no
Alright.
goddamn druid. What do you
And I don't have a token for Tom.
Now I'm imagining a druid who hates
I'll
nature.
just put one on the map so we have.
They used to have-
something.
Urban druids aren't a thing anymore.
Oh, yeah, they used to be.
Yeah, they're like friends with rats and stuff. They're
Mm-mm-mm.
pigeons. They're
Let's
big on very
just-
different
Let's
animals.
just do
Yeah.
that for it, the sake of it. All right, so off you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Off you go. All right. Let me see here. Okay, so the first day is fairly uneventful. The jungle gets denser the further in you go. Not surprising. You do hear a few more bird calls. At one point, you're pretty sure you see another one of those bright purple toucans hop from tree to tree. At one point, this kind of skinny-looking primate, but with really large, round ears and a very long, striped tail, kind of looks at you in the middle of the path and goes, and then runs off.
Well,
Like an angry cat. Just
see,
like,
see you later to you
Yeah.
too, fella. Adios.
Yeah, fuck off.
Language.
You'll offend the monkey.
Yeah.
That thing will rip
How
your
dare.
face off.
Or it'll
Um,
steal something important
It'll
when you're
still-
sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It'll poo on you.
The toucans will tell them how too. It'll be awful.
It's true.
They got
Like
the intel.
It's like throwing fruit. You just gotta.
Oh,
It's
boy.
all in the wrist.
It's all the way. Jen can get you to where they've camped before. And she does mutter something about hopefully the damn monkeys didn't steal the fire ring stones that they laid out.
Told you.
Little fuckers. But if you want to, while Ta is there, if you have questions, you can try to ask. The eyes have not come back, so the other driver's in place right now.
Gabe was kind of trying to avoid Ta. Just like, I don't like this.
I don't like it.
I'm
Freaks
good.
me out.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Don't trust
Or a
it.
guy with
I don't
eyes.
like it.
Yeah. You do
PBQH.
even notice Jen kind of keeping a distance from them. Probably a little bit much.
Mist is actually gonna walk like close to Tar just to make sure that they can protect them if need be.
Nice.
They're doing this really strange thing, Mist, over the course of the day. They run their hand over anything nearby. Palm fronds, sticks. It's like a little kid in a store touching all the clothes, right? Just like all the way down the line, just like, let me feel it. But they don't say anything. They'll occasionally pick up a flower or a piece of bark and kind of fiddle with it until it breaks and then just chuck it away. Anyone want to know anything, or wanna move on?
Nope. Mist and the creepy thing can just.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I don't want to
Like,
interact with it.
There's probably a point where he like gets his scanner out, looks at it, looks at the eye socket, and just puts his scanner away again. Like, no, you know what?
Never mind.
I don't want to know the answer. I don't. It's not worth. Like,
Okay. Hold on. Let me
Mist
see.
will just ask her in their mind how far Tar has ever gotten away from the camp. Like, what is the farthest they've gone?
They were originally with the scouting group who got turned away at the... I believe Jen calls it the temple. It's accurate enough.
Okay.
But no further since then. That is where they found me, though, so... There's a moment where Ta kind of stops in the middle of this path, this overgrown, humid as fuck area that you're in, where just the... Yeah, I know, Chris. The humidity just sits on your skin. It's disgusting.
So done with that.
I hate it. I know.
It's been all week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you step outside and it's like, oh hey, soup. Yay. Constantly having to wipe stuff away and just like you just give up on trying to do anything but just keep going. They stop in the middle of the path, Mist, and there's that weird eerie kind of like dislodging of the jaw, like they're trying to work it back into place.
Mm-hmm.
Something shifted. Odd. And then just keeps going.
Okay, I just follow him.
Just keeps walking.
Take pictures of like plants and stuff every now and then. See something cool. Just snap a picture.
Ava, every single one of those comes up as unidentifiable.
Yeah.
Oof.
I both love and hate that.
I'm documenting things. Hold on. Wait a sec. Unidentifiable? What do you mean?
Gotta send this to my dad.
Yeah, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Are we still getting like messages to our compads and stuff while we're here, or has no one had any?
You have general access, but it's like bad cell reception, right? You're kind of holding it up, and like the thing about the data pads is that they have a built-in memory. So it's that old joke of like, if you could download the internet and print it, right, it would be so long. The data pad essentially has that encapsulated into its memory, but to send anything out is impossible. You would have to go back to the sprite to do that.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what the thing is with. Yes, I will send a cryptogram, or I'll have to send more than one, but I can only send it to one person a day. So
Because it's a spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if there's like two people that sit on desks next to each other or something, just one of them will have a note appear on their desk that just says Poseidon, and then the person next to them just has one appear that says time loop, and there's no context. He's just scribbling, like making the gestures, and then a piece of paper disappears, and it's like scribbling something else and doing it again. Like waiting to see if any, like, will he get a message to his compad? Will anyone send, like, a reply? It's like,
So you're familiar with the sending spell. You know how that works. Cryptogram is kind of like that. They can reply back. Very short. It's like a telegraph.
It's
very, very
8
short.
or 9
Yeah.
letters or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very short. You get nothing back. It's like you threw it out into the ether and it just... You have no idea how to even confirm that it got there. Something about this planet is obstructing communication in general. Which would make sense as to why this place isn't swarmed with researchers. Partially, anyways. Never mind the giant DV ship that's floating around it. Ixiom.
Yes.
Zyos needs your attention.
Is he ringing in my pocket like a mobile phone?
Kind of just like, yeah, there's a little bit of like a vibration.
Pick him up. Yellow.
Do that again, and I will punt you. Don't ask me how, but you've given me control of your mech. I'll find a way.
Okay. Yes, Zyos, the person who can't take any jokes.
I can take a joke just fine, just not right now. It's too goddamn hot.
Right.
Something...
What do you need?
Woke up.
Was it you with the bad attitude?
If an AI...
And I look to see if my mech has like... I look to see if my mech has like reacted at all.
No.
Okay.
I will make you put me back inside the mech, turn the AC on, and then I will lock you out of it.
All right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. What's woken up? What have you detected?
Energy signature.
Like
large one.
Is similar to something you know already, or
on the scale of
like a ship?
Or
like a planet destroying
planet that disappeared and then reappeared.
Great. Yeah.
Massive.
I got you.
Too much
I'm
for my
making sure-
unit. You need to get me a better unit. Too much for my unit to actually handle.
Gotcha.
I could have
I'll-
tapped into it if I had more processing power.
Hmm. I assume if I put Zyos in the mech, that won't amp him up in any way, right?
He's been in there before.
Yeah, like as in like processing power wise.
The mech is
Yeah, it's not really for
pretty.
that.
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
really meant for that.
Yeah, I get
It's
you.
meant to be controlled. It's not a CPU.
Yeah. I get you. I'm just trying to think of a
Sure.
solution. We'll have to get on it.
Well, if case in point is any example why I need a better housing unit, or you could give me a body. Let's talk about that again.
Sure. Well, I can't just, say, hey, you want to be controlled by Zyos forever? We need to get you like some actual hardware.
I'm
And we're not gonna
actually
get it-
asking you, why not you?
What? As in, like, plug you into my brain like a USB? I vaguely remember that not going so well.
That was a
Yes, that was.
mistake.
Mm-hmm.
He was a mistake.
Wow. He was my companion, okay?
He was a failed attempt and a mistake.
Hmm.
If not you, then what about points at Anders? What about him?
Ooh.
Well, what do I even say? Excuse me. How attached are you to your physical corporeal form? Can I buy it off you for some credits?
He would ascend to a biomechanical life form.
You would ascend.
You know what? You want to ask him? You can ask him.
Sure.
Ooh,
And I go up to Anders and I say, Anders, listen, I know you don't know me all too well, but I have this little box that talks to me sometimes.
Nice. Doing great. You're doing great, man.
Thank you.
Right. Mhm.
All right. Now, if you and I like instruct him to put his ear a bit closer. Now, if you listen real
Oh my
close,
God.
like,
You can hear the ocean.
Looks very confused. Like, okay.
He's being an idiot. Knock it off, Museum.
Oh,
Jesus, alright,
it's
fine.
you from the ship. Okay,
Mm.
hi.
I just hold
Hello.
that. So they
Would
can
you
talk.
like to ascend to a greater being than what your current organic
You're
form?
not doing any better than me, Zyos. I gotta be
Reading a
honest with you there.
Sounds like it's just reading a pamphlet. Like, would you like to
Yeah.
ascend to a higher?
Would you like to join the Church of Scientology? Ask
Yeah, I
me
was about
how.
to
Yeah.
say.
Just a
Oof.
Did you know that
Are you
can get a
putting
taste?
him in Anders?
What? Whoa,
I'm
putting what
letting
in you
Anders.
now?
No. I'm letting Anders make his own decision. If he would like to ascend, I guess. Who doesn't want to ascend?
The last time we saw someone ascend, it broke them.
Yes.
Whoa.
I want to make the
whoa.
point again that was a failed life form, but sure.
Oh shit!
He was
You shit
imperfect.
talking.
I am not.
Say
Wait,
I
so
shit
you're
talking.
perfect?
I am as close to the maker's original plan, yes.
All right.
Is he implying that I'm? Is the little box hitting on me?
Yes. Yes, he
Oh
is.
shit!
That's how
Finn
you should
is
take
just
that.
propped up against a tree, sweating his balls off and enjoying some nice iced coffee, and just like,
Laughing.
woo, woo, it's getting spicy. Woo, woo.
I am not, as the parlance goes, hitting on you.
I gotta admit that's a new one, even for me. Okay. Not right now.
ooh,
Why?
I
but
could
later.
break open the Coalition's archives for you. And the archives of any questionable group you want. But I need fingers in order to do that? I have to be able to type.
Oh, I thought you meant like we had to go chop some fingers off some people.
Yeah.
Like, you
If
need
we
fingerprints for something.
can we plug you into like a bird? Like,
No.
you know, like, no. What if we find
Why do you need
another
to be
human?
plugged into a person?
Shits and giggles? No, it would be... I need more processing power in order to
Yeah.
deal with
And my constructs aren't
whatever
made for that.
has... I keep using the word awoken. That's the only apt metaphor that I have.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay,
It's
so
usually not in any context.
you're not selling people on this very well, by the way. How
No,
long are you
please.
borrowing someone for?
I'm not borrowing for any reason. It would be a permanent joining.
Like joining, like I'll be alive.
You would still have control of your mind and your being. I would just provide you with extensive knowledge no humanoid brain would normally be able to handle.
What happens with the other thing? The one that
Very
you
specific.
absorbed? The one that you absorbed,
Oh.
you ate. How
Yes,
soon
I
would-
suppose that could be a problem, couldn't it?
Will that stay behind? Is that
No,
also...
it would also... That is true. It might overload his brain.
Oh, well,
Can you
maybe
figure that
not
out
do that.
first?
I
And
hadn't
then...
considered it, honestly, because it hasn't overridden mine.
Hmm.
And I'm stronger than it, so...
Maybe it's just very gentle.
That's like asking a dog if it would win in a fight against you and all of your guns.
It would not win.
I sure hope so.
It's a dumb question.
And this is just like a scant. Like, wait, you really shoot a dog? Like, wait, no, that's
I
not the
wouldn't
point.
shoot it.
Come on,
No,
that's-
no.
Did we have a
I'm
different
saying-
problem? Let's
Puppy.
If I had to fight a dog, it would be dead quite quick.
Is a bird a
So
better...
proud.
The bird that Finn gave it his... Was that a chain? A motorcycle chain?
I
You ju-
sense judgment.
Do you just walk around with parts? Like a dirty little heathen in your pockets?
Whoa! Is that directed at me?
Yeah.
Did I hear that?
Yeah.
Did that little fucking piece of
Hey.
machinery just talk shit on me? Oh, hell no. I like dropped my coffee, pulled my glaive out.
Oh, shit. Hey, listen. Hey,
If you hit me, you will blow yourself and everyone up, including the planet.
Fuck.
Oh, you're that explosive.
You
Zios.
really-
Like that.
I did tell you I needed another housing.
I have parts. Maybe instead
We're not
of being
putting him
so-
in a motorcycle.
Well, okay,
That'd actually
no,
be
I-
pretty dope.
That would be
Yeah,
dope.
but you need
That'd be
fingers,
pretty dope.
Zios. Come on.
Actually, yeah, that's not a bad suggestion. Zios is immediately going to latch onto that and be like, I could actually use that.
Use what?
The motorcycle.
The motorcycle.
It's tough shit.
Oh,
I
Oh.
have a broken...
I am
Wait.
not interested in Robbie.
I have a... No.
What about a
Sebastian.
gun?
Sebastian.
We're
What
talking about
about a
equipment.
gun?
Put him in a gun.
gun.
This-
I
directing
no, that won't work.
No.
I mean,
I have a server farm drone.
Ixiom, if Zios could point, you feel it. You're like,
Yeah,
what
I feel like I get that vibe from Zios.
What about the one who has the other passenger already?
Oh, hello.
Won't
I have
that
my
just...
chopped liver.
This-
2 seconds. And
You said no!
This is
Zios,
like an
are you-
episode of
Are
The
you
Bachelor.
are you shopping?
Fuck.
Like what's why are you bouncing from
No, I'm
choice to
shipping.
choice?
It's a different thing. We have to be compatible.
Wow.
That was a joke. No, it's
Wow.
it's like
Anders.
I could actually extricate the entity inside of them. In
But wouldn't
exchange
that
for
kill
me.
him?
No,
and wouldn't that upset what already lives there?
Yeah.
it's already upset because it was. How do I put this delicately? Screw delicately. Forced against its will to join.
It was made to possess.
Correct.
You think you could assist him?
I think I could extricate the other being.
Yeah.
That's probably why it wants us to kill the other thing, right? If it made it.
Ixiom.
Yeah.
Get me close to Tom.
Whoa,
I don't want to
whoa,
do anything
whoa.
now.
Hey.
I want to see if I can draw that thing out.
Wait, the tongue and the no.
Is this a good idea?
Look how bad episode of Black Mirror this is. Just
Yeah,
like...
yeah, dude.
Very much.
Zios, I'm gonna do this because we're friends, alright?
Aw.
This is... and I do as the AI requests.
Okay. You get close to
watches-
Shaw.
How much like of this has Miss been able to hear, like the conversations between Zion and Ixiom?
It's getting quieter and quieter as it goes on. There was Anders squawking, and then there was
Oh, squawking! Damn!
After
a
being
little bit
hit
of a
on.
squawk.
Yeah. Anders is paranoid enough he has turned off his cyber eye. He's
There
like,
you go.
Nope.
Enough.
Not in this eyeball.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Miss, make a perception check. Considering this last little bit has gotten to be like pretty quiet.
The only thing you might have noticed was Anders like actively covering his left hand when the robot mentioned it wanted fingers. He like very deliberately like is covering two of his fingers. Like nope. Like when he turns off his eye, he's now like got his left hand in his pocket. Like nope.
Wow.
No.
This last little bit of it, you've lost the thread of.
Okay, the bit about
Correct.
how Zion's trying to get the entity out.
Right.
Okay. I am still staying close to Tarvo.
Okay.
Just because that's where I was.
Inner.
And I'm sure I'm now very focused on Ixiom and like the
That is fair.
AI he's holding.
Yeah. That
Like
is
I'm
fair.
now keeping an eye.
On the AI.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad joke.
I am the AI.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Ixiom, you can go right up to Ta.
Yeah. And I just...
Okay. Well, this is fun. I get to roll against myself.
Ooh,
It's always.
single player.
Yeah. Oh, that was shit. Oh, look, double shit. 6 and a 4.
Great.
First one was for Ixiom.
Save those for the Stone Guardians. We're not.
So
Save that for when it's against us.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right? There's a moment where Ixiom. Too many X's. Zios just powers down.
Oh,
It's that.
and we broke it. Alright.
There is. The only equivalent that I can give you is it's like watching mist, not mist, but like fog fight a laser beam. Harry Potter Voldemort face off. Just
It's
like
Pink
Oh.
Floyd show. Oh, okay.
yeah, just two beams
Oh.
and then
We're at a Rush concert. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fucking love it.
Alright.
Is this
yeah.
YYZ? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god. And then all you can hear is Ta in their normal voice say, what was that? Eyes are still gone. This person is permanently blinded.
Wait, like, oh god.
Be the bad guys.
The jaw
As
seems to
I-
be back in place.
As I do see that happen, Ixiom, as you like, what you holding like the eye in like a box shaped?
Like,
thingy?
basically it's like a metal card, right?
He's still in his canister.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, the like hand, like the arm where you're holding the canister, Mist's arm shoots forward and grabs your wrist and asks you, what did you do?
Listen, Sparky, I'm just trying to help out thingo here. All right.
I
Did
want
you
to
ask for permission to do this?
I am trying to assist my friend who said that they would do nothing. I don't know about the reaction here.
Can I
does
clarify, or is this going to be a part
Yeah.
where you punch each other to death?
No, I'm not a puncher, and I try and
That's
shove
fair.
Mist's arm off my.
I have a hard time with that.
Yeah, I'm sure I would. I'm like, damn. What the hell?
Mist in Rothian, Zyos will say, the entity inside your friend, we'll use that word, was hostile. It is no longer. They have return of their mind. That entity did
happened?
not ask for permission.
Damn it, then that entity lied to me.
Happens sometimes, doesn't it? Sucks.
Did you destroy the entity?
I sent
As
it
back in Ruffin.
back to where it came from, although it is severely wounded.
Help, they're talking, I don't understand. Get off me, please.
It's like
Yeah,
a
I'm
weird...
letting go of Ixiom's arm during this conversation.
I'm trying to, like, I can't even budge, like, not even a finger. Like,
Yeah.
But
I asked, do you now have taken control of this unit?
No. Not
So-
without their allowance.
Can I do an insight check on that?
On the AI? Yes. Please,
you
Gerald.
should. It's
I will
important.
say, as time goes on and he remains in... It's harder for you because you have less history with him than some of the other PCs do. But as time goes on, the longer he's in your company, the lower the DC goes. So...
getting to know someone.
18.
Oof. Okay. Zyos is weird. He has no inflection most of the time. You have heard him joke a little bit with Ixiom. He seems to do that with people he's most comfortable with. With you, though, it's fairly flat, but you don't get the sense that he has any interest in taking that which does not belong to him. And you did overhear him ask Ixiom if Ixiom wanted to merge with him, if maybe Anders wanted to merge with him. Like, he's self-serving out of what you understand is the need for a body. But this isn't a brute force maneuver. You also understand very little about his nature, so whether he even could attempt such a maneuver is beyond you. And if that isn't a terrifying thought, I don't know what is.
An AI
Okay.
vampire, they have to be invited in.
Maybe.
Okay, I take a moment, and then I release Ixiom's wrist, and I say, it appears I still have a lot to learn. And then I turn around and look at Tara and see how he's doing.
Okay. Sat down. No eyes. Has pulled out what looks like a bandana or like a strip of cloth and has wound it around their head and is asking for someone's help to tie it.
I'll go and help.
Okay.
So they're aware enough to cover the.
They know they can't see.
Okay.
I don't.
Is Tara saying anything?
He's kind of rubbing at his head a little bit and is like, I don't. Where did the other one go? God, and I have the worst fucking headache. Ugh.
At least your head is yours again, it seems.
Is that what happened? I just felt like a weird, like, vertigo Like when you lay down and you're dizzy and the whole room's still spinning even when you close your eyes, and maybe that was because I don't have any eyes anymore, but it's weird. But I don't feel that. Oh wait, hold on. Starts frantically patting through his overalls, and then digs his hand kind of like inside the little pouch in the front and chucks out another this object. It kind of clatters across the ground.
Do I see where it ends up?
Yeah.
Like lands?
Yeah, you all can see it. It's in this very short bit of grass. It's a star sapphire.
Oh.
That
Who has that? Whoever has that other one. Nope. No. I'm already down one eye. No, brain parasite is eating the other one.
Is that what you picked up when the other one?
it's the last thing I remember touching before that thing wasn't in my head.
Oh.
They're not gems. I don't know what they are, but get it. Someone smash it. Get rid of it.
And
Can
just
I-
shoots it.
There
There's a
you
split
go.
second
I was about to
between-
say. God damn it.
Nope.
Okay. Sorry. Swallowed
bad,
wrong,
please.
apparently. Good God. When you shoot that, Anders, this bit of like black mist just goes.
I don't think gems usually do that when you shoot them. Either
should-
they've been messed with afterwards, or everyone was just possessed by things.
We should destroy the other one as well, or at least investigate it.
Or just not touch it, at least. Do that later.
Who has
on
that?
the ship, or Finn. No, it's in
Yeah.
the mech,
Oh.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the mech. We put it in the mech.
Put it in the mech.
Put it in the mech.
Chuck it on the mech.
Put it in the mech.
It's
I've-
sat in the foot.
Is
now,
no
like
one looking at
trash.
Hallie's face? I don't think that's a
I've never
good
been
thing.
so proud.
I mean, I put everything in the mech. And it's never once gone right for me.
Maybe don't do that anymore.
Nah.
Oh God, Ixiom's like one of those people that just has like trash in the footwell of their car.
Yep.
But it's just like random stuff
Yep.
strewn about inside this.
Yep. That is exactly what I was
You
going
put
for.
it in the
Killing
mech.
machine.
Okay.
And it's like, open the door, I'm gonna float that thing out, then we're gonna blow that one to Kingdom Come. It's like, nope, not today.
Oh, all right.
I
Get
agree.
out of the
Hold my
remote.
gun ready.
Hovers it out. Wait. Oh, it's just watches a disc. He's like getting his scanner out as Ava just blows it out of the sky. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Aw.
So there's a couple of things. You can't get it out of the mech. I'm assuming
Uh-oh.
no one's actually touching it.
No, it's all
Mage hand.
juju.
Mage
yeah.
handy, yeah.
Okay. When you mage hand it out, you start to notice that the surface of it has kind of gone. I'm gonna use the word oily.
Mm.
Like sweating.
A little viscous, perhaps. Not the smooth surface of a stone that you would expect. So when you mage hand it out, you can scan it. You can scan it and shoot it. You can just shoot it.
If
You
he
can-
looks like he wants to, like, if he's holding his pad ready to scan, I'm not gonna immediately shoot it. But
Wait, let me do it. Let me do it. Zyos is like glowing.
You're plugging
Sure.
in again.
No,
Like
I'm
last
not.
time?
I want to
Okay.
make sure I understand what this is.
I mean, it looks like a jellyfish, I guess. Just like
Let
you do
me-
you,
let me
little
scan
rubber
it.
man.
Little robot.
scan it. Just don't touch.
No,
Don't
no, no.
touch.
I have
Wrong
no
way.
desire to get near that thing. Ixiom, will you let him scan it? Oh no, did Anthony's audio die?
Anthony!
Oh, what happened?
Oh dear. Can you
Anthony!
hear us?
Okay,
Are
I'm
we-
back. Sorry, yes.
Hey!
Okay.
Thanks for shout. Sometimes
From
sometimes
other
it breaks.
room.
Yeah, very useful. Otherwise, I'd be
Yay.
sitting here like for like ages.
Zyos wants to scan this stone. Not touch it, just scan it.
Bring him
Scanning.
over.
You can do this without possessing someone.
I have no interest in combining my essence with that.
Okay. Do you then?
Okay. Scans it. You have never heard Zios say fuck, but he says fuck.
Language!
Fuck off!
Common.
Oh,
Shoot it now.
What
Can I
is
just
it?
direct my mech to shoot it as well?
Have you ever
Oh,
heard of a
jeez.
soul coin?
Nope.
I don't like that. I shoot
Nope.
it.
I mean, in theory, yeah, they're in textbooks, but not.
That's the closest approximation I can give you to what that thing is.
Well,
I thought like the
Bla-
Cabal banks and stuff have them, right? They're the little.
It's
Shoot it.
similar. It's similar. It's a reliquary. It's a housing. It's a bad, evil casing for very bad people.
Didn't it used to be like a currency? Or was that?
Oh,
just
we're
the-
gonna have everybody make history checks.
ooh.
If you're a demon or a devil.
If you're a uncool guy trading in souls.
If you're a bad dude.
Well, actually, I have history.
Oh, that was so close.
I have a 0.
Oh no!
Yep.
That's,
14.
It actually
That's
missed
a
that almost
13.
makes sense. Given what you were part of a hive before.
13.
13, 14, 12.
Was it history or
History, if you would, please.
Okay. mine's being laggy?
Yeah, do it.
5.
Oh no! Okay.
I don't.
All right.
Negative
That's
1,
all right.
baby.
History? What is this history?
Yeah, I mean, anyone above a 10, soul coins are something that you would have seen, maybe relegated to a footnote or a sidebar in a text. And only really, if you were super interested in it, would you go looking for more information. Soul coins house what people use to pay off debts to one of the Lords of Hell.
Yep.
And they don't really exist anymore. Actually, because once humans, especially from the Andromeda Galaxy and other races, came over into the DV, they don't exist in the DV. The DV is not connected to the planes. And I figured some of you would have maybe had that question at some point. The DV doesn't connect to any planes. There are things such as pocket planes that you can create. There are definitely Cabal wizards who use them. They know how to get there, but there is no direct transport to planes. It was assumed when the Andromeda Galaxy blew up that all connection, because like most humans do, we assume we're the center of the universe. And once the Andromeda Galaxy blew up, that connection to other planes was gone. The understanding is now that without direct connection to the DV, it would take a very powerful spell. Or someone tinkering away with really, really dirty magics for a long time in order to get out of the common plane that the DV exists in. Planar travel, as far as some of you know, really just isn't done. Unless you want to, like, you know, pop over to, like, Mechanus or something, but... It's just not done. Like religion in the DV, it's just... don't really do it here.
Not really. Get you.
Things have... what's the word I want to use? Things have kind of transcended technologically that people just don't consider it. Now, Anders would know, again, Coalition, Cabal, some of these other very secret, slightly shadowy, very shadowy in some cases, groups do bounce back and forth, but they don't tell people about it. It's not written down anywhere. And it's only a very select group of people who ever go.
Some kind of crazy tower Illuminati inner circle. They're like clubhouse on another plane. Yeah.
Yep. It's really rare. You've heard smatterings of that before, but never really considered that it would be just like, oh yeah, by the way, I just popped down to talk to Zariel and I came back with a soul coin. Like, no one does that. It's not.
Fucking playing black sites because it's not
Yeah.
technically extraordinary rendition. There's no laws because they're not technically
Because they're
within
not exactly
any area of space. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Mhm.
plenty of those. You're sure the DV has
Mhm.
some, but one you've even heard travels around on a gunship of the DV. That there's only one way in and out of that particular black site, quote unquote, and you gotta be on the ship in order to get there. Yeah. Yep, basically. But yeah, this is the closest metaphor that Ixiom has to give to any of you that it would be kind of like that. It had a piece of someone inside of it, and that someone was a dirty, dirty bastard. Just filthy. Not in the fun way.
Oh, it's not.
Unfortunate.
Not in the fun way. It's unfortunate.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not like you suddenly get entrance to Daddy's dungeon or something if you go through there. It's not how that. It's not a.
Here lies a kinky fucker.
Welcome to Daddy's dungeon.
I was here, but now I've gone. I left this coin. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, we blew it up, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
There are still shattered bits of it laying in the grass, but
Yeah.
Everything that you can tell, it's been broken.
So I suggest we don't touch those at all.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. Nope.
It's a pity that thing had a soul in it. They're worth like 15,000 credits.
What?
I wonder if that bird who died, its soul went in there because it touched it, right?
Because how does it work if there's not a soul in there? Do our souls go in it?
Then things can be put in it.
But it doesn't automatically
Well,
go in
not
it, so we
anymore.
can touch them if they don't
Yeah,
have any
Just
souls.
because you have a jar and a glass of drink doesn't mean
Well,
that
I
when
don't.
you break
I don't,
the glass, the drink appears in the jar. That's not.
well, I don't do magic shit. I don't know how it works.
I shoot things.
I
I shoot
things and
gun.
they die.
Yeah. What is
And
this?
the
What
sort of
is
like
this?
looks at Echo for support, then realizes what he's doing and doesn't say anything.
We miss you, Bree.
We know.
So you all will get to camp, and then we will take a break and pick back up there.
Sounds good.
Woo! All right, take a break,
Beautiful.
everybody.
Bam,
Take a
bam.
break. Illegal.
Oh, we go. And we're back. All right. So, make camp. Anything anyone wants to do in camp?
Can I clean the soul coin gunk out of my mech?
Sure.
The soul juice.
Soul juice.
Yeah, I need to get the soul juice out of here.
Get this soul juice out of here, please.
Zyos is just criticizing your cleaning. You missed a spot. No, the other spot. No, there's 3 spots now. No.
Yeah. See, things like this is why I don't want to merge with you, alright? You're just going to be complaining in my head all the time.
That would be fun for me.
Yeah. See how it's a one-sided exchange?
But then
Yeah.
you get to coin the phrase phenomenal cosmic power. Thank you. I'm so proud.
Infinitesimal cosmic power!
Oh, no.
So good. Robin Williams. Oh.
So good.
Yeah. Now I want to watch that movie again. Anyway, yeah, I don't know.
I'm just cleaning and polishing my guns.
Okay.
Just
He's
chilling.
having to shave and cut his hair again because he used magic.
Oh yeah, what? Why does your hair do that when you?
Well.
It just regrows just because you use the spell. It just does
Seems
that.
to be.
Does it always do that to everyone? Is that an everyone thing or you thing?
It's a me thing. It seems like a small price to pay considering I don't have to, read books and stuff to. He just
Yeah.
clicks his fingers and sets off some like. Oh god damn it!
Have you met anyone else who has to shave every time they use the spell?
No, but I've seen other odd. What's the phrase they use? Side effects may vary.
Oh, so everyone has like a side effect when they use spells.
Well, I think it's sorcery. It seems to be the cost of funny business in your blood line.
Hmm.
I had a guy with scales once. That was weird.
But it wasn't supposed to have scales, because some people just have scales.
No, well, something with dragons like several generations back, and now he throws a mean fireball, and yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh. I mean, still a small price to pay, because you don't have to read all the time.
Very true. Ah, God damn it.
Oh.
Okay. Anyone else? Jen is too busy focused on taking care of Ta to really pay much attention to you all.
Reasonable.
Anders attempts to be nice, and it's like, hey, I know a good place for getting like taps his fake eye. Where's robot eye?
I mean, I guess if we get it off the planet, then yeah. Her and Ta have this kind of hushed conversation, and then you just hear Ta go, "Yeah, that'd be all right." Do they come in like what colors do they come in?
You know, I don't know. Mine is covered by work.
Oh, yeah. Dispensation. Well, I mean, yeah, I got some money set aside. I can do
I mean,
that.
hey, even if you only have one to start off with, you can still,
I wonder if they do down payments on a set of 2.
Probably. I mean, we know a doctor, surgeon. I'm not really sure what he does. Mostly laser pens. I'm not sure.
I love it. Okay. Anyone else?
This is just meditating.
I think I want to go up to Mist while they're meditating. You always gonna be so handsy? Is that something I have to look out for?
You hear in your head. I do favor a direct approach, but in this case, I was the one who was in the wrong. I apologize.
Well, that you sort of see Ixim was a bit taken aback. It's like, I thought we were gonna have an argument here, but it's good to see that you see things from my point of view. I appreciate that. Well, all right, and then he dawdles off back to his...
Like really revved himself up for a fight, and then
yeah. I was like, oh, and then immediately disarmed.
That was weirdly wholesome.
Yeah.
Two adults having actual communication and someone
Unbelievable.
admitting wrong. What? Impossible.
What?
Well, I know
Actual
that's not
communication
America.
in my thing.
Yeah.
It's more likely than you think. Not really.
All right. So you all take watch shifts. I'm not gonna make you run through that. This part of the forest is far denser. You do see some more birds. You see a couple of those monkey type creatures. But nothing bigger than that. Anywhere nearby. A couple of them climb up the tree and kind of give you a start, it's like, but yeah. It is, if it wasn't so lush and green, you would think it was a dead planet, because there's just so very little that happens here. So by the next day, Jen kind of points out where you're going to go. You're going to take this path that slopes around and down, and that is where the river sits at kind of the basin of this valley. And when you get to the edge of the cliff, she points out where the bridge is that you'll use to cross, and you'll have to go in groups because you get too much weight on it and it's going to sink into the water. So you'll want to go 2 or 3 at a time, probably 2. Obviously, taller and bigger that you are, the more iffy that bridge is going to get. And she does also point out that there are, I can show you on the map, there are huts that connect these shorn off trees. And that is where these creatures tend to settle. Some of the trees are just shorn off, look like they've been cut down. Others are actually encapsulating their actual homes that have been hollowed out. So these humongous, think like carving out a redwood. And some of these little lizard-like creatures living down in there. She's like, just don't touch it. Don't. If we pass through and don't make a fuss, they shouldn't bother us. I've been through here before. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. So just no one do anything.
They
dumb.
won't attack if we don't attack, kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Is my mech gonna fit through here without a problem, or is...
I don't know.
My mech gonna fit through here.
feel like the major issue with this thing is it's impossible to get anywhere. Just slow and steady, I guess. Actually, wait, no, I can pack it down to a medium-sized thing.
There you go. Yeah.
But while in this form, it can't shoot, and I can't get in it.
Right.
That's all. So I'll do that.
Okay.
Badunk.
And actually, I just realized this is...
An F1 team taking the tires off. You just having to like...
Yeah.
So, there's a little bit... You can see where the gravel path is. You can stick to that for a while. So if you go this way, and then if you just kind of dodge and duck around the trees, as long as you don't go snooping, she figures you'll be okay. Because she's done it before, so why wouldn't it be? And also, don't go near this thing. It looks like a bone altar of some kind. Just like, I don't know.
Good wisdom.
I don't know what god they worship or entity or whatever it is, but I wouldn't touch it.
Alone.
Yeah. I wouldn't. They hiss and spit at you if you get too close. The other thing that you can do is, I have done this before, which is, and she kind of points, so I'll just draw, is to go up to here and use these branches. Are kind of bouncy, and then you just kind of jump over.
Oh.
Ooh, I've done that before, because otherwise then you're jumping this way. But I don't know if anyone can fly. That would be handy. No jetpacks, no self-propellant, no? Okay.
It's a good idea. Haven't done it yet.
Okay, well, so yeah, those are the 2 ways I usually go. I avoid the altar. I don't usually go that way. Plus, then you're getting to a spot where you can't really jump without falling in the water, and you don't want to fall in the water. And as she says that, you see this, like, it's kind of like a methane bubble. Kind of bloop through the water. Just like that. Yeah. That's why we don't... I don't... It's usually just me who comes through here. And that's not very often. So, pick which way you want to go.
Probably best to try and go as far away from the bone hut then.
Yes.
Okay.
The Bone Hut.
Oh.
The bone zone.
Sounds different depending on how you say it.
Yep. As you all are figuring out which way you want to go, you do see crawling out of one of the trees this little guy. He's armed. Looks like part lizard, part shark. Has the black beady eyes of a shark. Has kind of a snout instead of a lizard snout. It has like almost a shark nose to it. rows and rows of teeth, spear on its back, bits of dried out, it looks like a bark and leather strapped to its body in certain places, but its arms are they end in these 3 fingers with sharp talons that would look kind of lizardy like, long tails, and you see it pop up and just goes
Just a little,
Takanafa to you as well. All right.
She's like, maybe we should not go that way.
Did you give everyone like a little bit of fruit each?
Yeah.
We would leave all of it at the camp.
I'm pretty sure I divvied it up.
Okay.
Sure, we'll say yeah.
Should we
I'm
offer
just
them some
assuming
food as like a trade for coming through? Could that be a good idea?
Jen says, I think that might actually help. Maybe don't
I-
throw it.
I pull out, slowly walking forward, pull out a couple of those fruits. And kind of
Okay.
like give a suggesting nod. And I put them down on the ground.
Okay. Make a
See if
persuasion
they-
check. Oh no.
Oh, that's not bad. This is 12.
Okay. It rolled like shit, so...
Good. Good.
You see it go... Puts the spear back. Starts kind of swaying like it's waiting for you to leave so it can go.
Yeah.
Snatch
I
him up.
put down
Because
another one. And then
when it started to talk, you do see some others that start to... and it's like the water doesn't bother them. They're crawling right up out of this thick, oozy, oily kind of water. And then you see them start to move close. You watch this guy. He just... and jumps the entire length with no problem.
Okay, so we
It's
don't
like
want to fight these.
They do that all the time, apparently. And they start to take these stances around this hut.
Maybe
Jeez.
don't hold any weapons as we pass through. If you get a bit close, leave a fruit on the ground for them.
Wait, you want us to give up meals for?
For not fighting and killing creatures.
They have spears. What do you look at?
And they can also, there's a ton of them. They just come from the fucking water. I think we should maybe try and avoid them. If we can.
This is their home we are walking into.
I know, we can always find more food. I'm not running out anytime soon. Alright, keep on.
Mist, as you all are, as you say that, do you say that out loud about it being their home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I just wanted to make sure. The one that had first appeared, I don't know if it's gonna let me do the thing. This one. Its spear is now on its back. And you can, it's very broken common. But it says, home. You go away. Leave.
Pass through.
Can pass.
Pass through. Leave.
What through?
Water? The help.
Help.
Help. What to say?
Please.
Just pass through the river and
May go
into
by.
jungle.
Go too
Go-
close to.
No.
Points at the altar. Then we
No.
kill.
Mm.
Then we eat.
Oh, okay. No harm. Just passing through.
You puny. There are many of us.
Excuse me.
We're not shit talking us.
Oh, I see. Huh.
This thing's about
Wrap it up.
3 feet tall, so yeah, it's kind of funny. Come up to like your waist.
Well, I'm like, what, 5 feet?
Yeah.
They're not even outnumbering
You
us.
go.
There's 5 of them and there's 5 of us.
Don't come back through. Through? What's his word?
Don't come back.
Are we coming back
We
through?
Don't come back here.
How else are we going to get through? Is there another way around?
Take tunnels.
Where tunnels?
Below ground, stupid.
What? Oi,
Where are your tunnels?
We don't have tunnels.
You build them
No,
in
no.
air?
No. Below ground, stupid.
Wizards, magic used to live here, made tunnels in air.
How does that work?
Big spreads its arms out. It doesn't have the vocabulary for this. Made of wood and metal and floated.
Oh. We pass through now. No harm. And then later pass through again, no harm, and then we gone.
Bah, no, once only.
Twice and then forever gone.
No,
No.
take the flying metal things back. Whatever.
One.
Sure.
We
One
don't
and-
have any
one and a
flying-
half.
We don't have ships.
Shh. Just
It's starting to it's getting a little agitated.
Yeah,
right.
right.
And
we're gonna go.
Let's
We
just
won't come
agree
back this
now,
way.
and then we'll
It's
figure
fine.
it out later.
go through now.
Yeah.
Leave many fruit.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
I put down more fruit.
Okay.
I don't need it anyway.
This just dumps it out of their bag. Yes, good. More.
If we more food, pass through later.
You hunt. Holds up a hand, ducks back down into the log. Hear
Okay.
rattling.
We should just start edging towards.
No, go.
I think
Pops
we're
back
teaching
up.
these frogs how to
Wearing
trade.
this bone helmet, for lack. It looks like a deer head, basically, but it's been decorated with all these little dried bits of moss and bones and teeth and just anything. You're pretty sure there's shit on it on one side. It's just anything it could find. It put on this set of antlers. Massive. Must have been in a 30-point buck. Just huge. It's way too big for its head. It's hilarious. And its eyes don't quite line up with the eye holes. So it's trying to look through one and has to adjust it. And these are not
What a
smart
cutie.
creatures. It says, you come back with more bones. Or kill giant. He eats us.
Where giant?
Don't know.
Giant in a stone building?
No. Up above. Mountain.
Oh.
Big. Throw rocks mean.
Oh.
Spits nasty.
Okay, so we have options. We can either bring food or we can kill the giant.
No bones, no giant. Meat. Bring meat back. Head, especially. Brain good, yes. Don't bring those. No come back.
Okay.
Must find
That
other
seems
way.
fair.
Haha. Take tunnels. Tunnels.
Aha. Haha. Alright, what?
And,
We'll
and
pass
this is
through.
just starting to
Tunnels.
it puts the fruit down and starts to head. Yeah,
Okay.
sure, whatever, crazy little frog that. Yep, just.
Kind of just look like big lizards.
Kind of. They have these weird shark faces that are disturbing. We'll say. Okay. Jen is going to recommend that you go this way.
Let's go that way.
Sounds good.
They don't usually bother me, but there's a lot of you. You're probably pretty scary looking. And there are dozens of them. They breed like crazy. Okay, so you want to move that way? You can do that.
Yeah.
When you get to the bridge, everyone is going to have to make a jump.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of scoot y'all. Whoop. Sorry, Ixie.
Help!
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I picked you up
okay,
too. I
cool.
didn't mean
Thank
you. You get onto that like rickety bridge, and you just see the ones around the altars. They're gearing up for a fight if you take one step wrong. You do notice that their weapons seem to be coated in some kind of poison. Every little drop that falls off of the spear tips hits the wood, and the wood kind of... So...
Icky.
If everyone will... go ahead and make strength checks. It's not that big of a jump. The DC is 8.
Can't wait to fuck this up.
Yeah, someone's gonna fall.
I am not going to kill the NPCs, so...
Ooh,
22.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Everyone rolled above the DC.
Seventeen.
Oh,
Oh no!
Nope.
Anders going for a swim.
Yep.
Since
See ya.
I rolled a 17,
Yes.
could I be able to try and grab Anders to save
Yeah,
him?
someone, anyone up over a 12 could try to grab him.
What did I get? I got 11.
Dexterity, maybe? Or
I'm assuming it would be an uncontested grapple.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yeah.
I have advantage on it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Is it
I'll,
just
Advantage
I'll
on
allow for...
uncontested grapples.
Is it strength or is it
He still
athletics?
has to be able to pull, so it would be athletics.
Okay.
Yeah, he still has to be able to grab Anders last minute. Yeah, it's
18.
Fine. That's fine. Anders, the bottom of your shoe is melted.
Oof.
Because your foot
damn.
did get in the water a little bit. Thankfully, whatever material your boots are made out of was thick enough to protect your foot from getting Vaxeldon and Arc 1 of Campaign 1 of Critical Role. Just no foot. This is not water you want to stay in.
Nope.
It will melt you. Yep. Okay. So you all managed to get across the way then.
Wait, the frogs were coming out of this though?
Uh-huh.
They're native to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too cool for us.
They're too cool. Okay. And you, Ava, because you were talking to him, you hear this guy again go, "Bring back bone! Giant
Bone?
brain!"
Boom!
boat meat, giant fruit?
No. Only good for breeding time, not breeding time.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry?
Oh.
They're only.
What's in
Oh,
these fruits?
oh god, oh no.
So we're eating aphrodisiac fruits right now? Is that what I'm hearing?
Nope.
It's fallen?
I don't like that.
I think Zyos has been. Anyway.
I don't appreciate
There you go.
this. I'm scared.
I don't like it.
Turn it off.
Have fun with Giant, haha.
Bruh.
Sure thing. Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Uh-huh.
You get across the river,
Aw.
back on solid ground, thankfully. It's a little more soggy, a little more swamp-like on this side of the river. Makes sense. And as the sun starts to sink lower into the horizon, you see Jen go, it's up there. And in the backdrop of these really large mountains, you see this massive stone building. It looks like a stone building of old. It looks like something out of a history book. Let me see here. You do see bats come out of the... There are no doors. There are no closed doors. It's just open doorways, open windows, like empty eye sockets in this crumbling facade. She does tell you that Darlie, their captain, had gone in there at one point, but they never made it back. And so she has long assumed that they all perished. Because the few of them who managed to get out, that's all that's left. If they didn't die in Atmo, so. Alright. You want to see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so this does have Fog of War turned on. So you should only be able to see what your icon shows you. The entryway in's pretty narrow. So let me actually... Yeah, so you'll have bright vision, dim vision.
Oh, look at the bats.
There's bats, yep. I wrote that and then I was like, oh, there's a bat filter!
Dude,
So
I love
excited.
the bat filter.
Are they like normal sized bats or are they like giant bats?
You ever seen those giant African bats?
There's a bat filter.
Yeah,
I think that's a quote.
they're good size.
There's a bat filter.
Spawn of Satan!
So,
How do you make
okay.
dark vision go whole range?
Scary.
So I've done something wrong.
let me check your... So when you move up, it should give you the circumference? Does it not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just because you're on the end of the map. Yep.
Right. I was like, this doesn't seem like 120 feet, but then I was like, there's probably walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
walls.
it's
This
doing
is this actually gets yeah, as long as it's correct then. And if anyone else's is weird, let me know. A lot of this is collapsed. She does not want to go in here. And she would rather stay outside with Ta, because basically everyone she's known that's gone in here has died. So they can find somewhere to kind of hide. So she is going to leave.
And it's good. And we're on our own.
Yep, you are on your own.
How do we change our dark vision?
In the token, if you right-click on yours and hit the settings, it should
On the vision?
let you...
Which one? Is it the dim vision?
So it might be your bright vision that's not. What's your vision range?
120. Well, dark vision up to 120, and then
Distance or radius?
I don't know. Distance.
Okay.
So I would say radius, or maybe.
Okay, let me see.
Probably 60 radius, 120
Yeah.
diameter. Yeah.
Yes.
Dim vision 30.
Does that help? Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
can
think
see.
that changed
I
for
can see. I can see through the walls,
we can see
though,
each other's vision.
That's weird.
and I can see like around the corners.
We're just gonna go with it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not gonna fight it right now because the first part of this map is it's pretty corroded. There's a lot of stuff that's collapsed. We will have to make some checks to get around rubble and that kind of thing. But you can walk around. You can inspect things. It's all kind of this pale, almost like cream-colored stone. Anyone who wants to make history checks on the construction or to try to suss out details in the stonework, you can do that. None of you are dwarves, so... I know! That's immediately the first thing I think now. Anytime anyone brings up, oh, it's a stone edifice of some kind, I'm like, stone cunning! So, what do you want to do?
Bumble into a trap, probably.
Yeah, I guess
Sure.
just slowly inch forward.
Yeah.
You moving at full speed or half speed?
Probably half in case
Yeah,
it's
so we can sneak.
like there's some spookiness going on.
Yeah,
some
are we
spookies?
attempting to stealth here? Or are we just walking?
Maybe a little. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
and
not
there's
be
Zephyr
loud,
trying
but
to sneak.
maybe not stealth.
Sneak Sneaky.
Okay. Yeah, if you're just being careful, that's fine. You can see where time and nature have really, really decimated whole hallways of this place. There's no way to really tell how long it's been here. All of the walls and the floors so far are blank. It's very tightly fitted stone.
I want to continue taking pictures of just like things.
Tourist it up. Very good.
Are you just taking pictures or are you scanning in?
I'd scan as well, yeah. Just like if I see like a marking or a symbol or some like anything that looks scannable.
No markings
not just
so
plain
far?
stone.
It's all plain stone so far.
Okay,
So yes,
scan,
everyone play along with me and meta, and don't meta too hard here when you see things pop up in that, because my fog of war apparently didn't work, and that's on me. That's okay. Obviously, assume you can't see anything until you hit the hallway. Pretend to be surprised. I'll just kind of move Echo along as we go here. There are spots
It's collapsed on this side, right?
It's collapsed, yeah.
Okay.
You could try to scramble over it if you wanted. I would let you do athletics.
Is there anything down here that I see, or
just wall and then tree roots?
Doesn't look like I can get past it.
No, and then it ends in this completely collapsed hallway. Where
I'm gonna try and
yeah.
I want to try and scan some of the rubble, see if like anything comes up of like this type of stone or.
Okay. Unidentified.
Can I pick up a little bit of piece of stone, like a can comfortably fit in my pocket?
Yeah. Kind of has a gritty texture like sandstone does. So you get a little bit of that kind of flakes off in your finger or on your fingertips, and you can just have to brush it away. There's nothing unique about it. You do notice there's no moss, other than where the tree roots have busted in. No moss, no plant life, no ferns, nothing that you would expect from like a desecrated jungle temple. It almost looks untouched in some ways. I see Anders. Poking around.
Yep.
Yep, there he goes. Yes, you were looking at this bas relief here.
Yep.
Okay. This is not built into the wall. It is some kind of gray stone structure that the top has been broken off in. And you can clearly see the impact of where it hit, because it has that spider web crack out onto the stone. So it's very heavy, obviously.
Is there anything like on it? Any etchings? Any images? Writings?
Anything on this has been completely defaced. Someone took a heavy, sharp tool, heavy and sharp enough and indestructible enough to carve into thick stone, and just scratched it out.
Where it's broken off, is it clean, like something has sliced through it, or something has hit it and it's broken?
Yeah, it's not a clean break at all. Some of the ends of it, some of it looks sharp enough to cut you if you were to handle it without protection. But otherwise, this room is unremarkable.
Yeah, but any symbology has been destroyed.
Looks like it.
But it's been intentionally destroyed, so it's offensive to someone or something.
Do I see anything on this side?
Where are you, Finn?
I climbed up these.
Okay, I need you to make an. What was your athletics?
22.
22. Oh, you're fine.
I was just gonna wait. Okay.
Tree roots, like the swamp trees with the really long roots, pull
Gotcha.
water up through them. Yeah. No, there's nothing back there.
Well, those are dead ends.
Yep.
I guess let's just forward then.
You can.
Is in this room the same relief as in the other one?
This one is whole. So, let me give you what you're seeing here. This is, it kind of looks strange to at first try to focus your vision on it because you're not sure which line to. It's almost like looking at an MC Escher painting, right? You're like not sure which way to look at it, upside down, left, right. But once you focus for a second, you see a sphere with multiple lines swirling around it, and then almost like they dart into the middle. And then in the middle of the sphere is this strange, jagged starburst design. So let me put that in chat for you so that you all can see this. Hopefully, if it does the thing I want it to do. There it is. Might take it a second to load. Kind of looks like that.
Ooh.
And as you stare at it, there's color that starts to slowly bleed through the multiple lines. And so, Mist and Anders, I need you to both make charisma saves for me.
Oh no!
Is this magic?
It is magic. It is
Neat.
not magic, you know.
That's fine. It's for
Okay.
advantage.
All of them? Okay.
12.
12. Okay.
24.
24. I will take the 24. Missed, unfortunately, 12 is a fail.
Yikes.
Yeah. Anders, it hurts. It's like looking at the sun. It hurts for a second. And then you can kind of blink it away. And for you, the symbol fades. And in the middle of this relief that's carved on the stone, all the color bleeds back out. It's just stone again. And there are what must be 50 of those star sapphires embedded in the symbol.
Ooh.
Mist, you feel wrong. You feel so wrong that you're not sure what exactly happened, but something is off. For the player, you're going to take a point of charisma damage. Permanent.
Ooh. Ooh.
I've become even less charismatic. I was only on 0.
And then that symbol comes back into focus, and you're just standing there. Anders, you notice she's... sorry, not she. They've got this strange, for lack of a better word, like a dark tattoo around where one eye would be now.
Ooh.
Almost like ash was smudged or something. The rest of you are coming up on this just as you see it happen.
I know this is technically bad, but Julia is into it. And like my charisma did not change at all, and it was like my worst stat anyway, next to intelligence. So I was like, I'll take the cool eye tattoo in exchange for that.
Listen, if I can't give you either a skin thing to wear the entire campaign or a weird tattoo,
Bruh.
I'm not doing something right.
The flesh kigurumi.
Yeah.
Never to be forgotten.
I'm gonna make that an item in a game just for so like
A flesh kigurumi.
Yeah. What's the guy from Silence of the Lambs? I'd fuck me. Yeah, it's just that.
Oh, God.
Just that in the basement.
I thought you were going to go with the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
No.
With human skin.
Gross.
Fetch the Gimp.
That was the first movie that legitimately scared the shit out of me, was Silence of the Lambs.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. I haven't watched it in forever. Okay, so that happened.
Yeah, Anders is like his discomfort with everything about Mist becomes second to this. Like, it's like just stay, don't touch me, just stand, and he like gets his scanner out. It's like that. You've got something on your ridge plate. Just stay.
I like at first raise my hand to like touch it, and then Anders like stay, and then just like my hand just stops in midair.
Stay. Sit. Roll over.
Damn. Is she sick or something? He's just got his scan.
What are you looking for?
To see if she's has an infection. Like, is this the first sign of those people that were poisoned or whatever? Like, because something is. They had weird veins, but she doesn't have veins. So is this just
Am I going to turn into a mushroom?
Yeah. Am I? Psilocybin. No, you. There's nothing. It's mist. No. Medically, no. They seem to be fine.
You got some.
Got something on your eye.
Schmutz.
Some schmutz on your eye there.
Okay, now I do reach up to my like face and sort of like, I guess like wipe at it. I just sort of touch it.
Doesn't budge. You can. There's a texture to it. It's very much like ash, but just stuck around your lack of an eye socket. A lot of eyes in this game. I was not prepared for some of them.
That vision of the thing being full of the soul starfish, as in, like, that's what the image became, or as in they looked as if they're physically part of the rock.
You can see them. They're embedded in the rock.
Okay.
To Mist, they just see that strange symbol.
Nope.
You hear like Anders, you hear like in your head, it's like it's not really directed at you. It's maybe that Mist is just sort of saying it out loud, but thinking it out loud in a way. And they say, this is all right. This form has no lasting meaning to me anyway.
Can you stop? Go and grab the others, please.
The Mist says out loud with their like croaky voice, my apologies.
It's fine. Just
you are easily disturbed by the things you are not comfortable with.
This is not a normal part of my day job, okay? Just.
And then I go and get the others.
Okay.
But you have some soot on your in your face.
It seems there is some kind of relic in there that has a negative influence. It seems Anders was able to withstand it. I would be careful if you want to go have a look at it.
I think I would. I'd like to avoid being cursed.
Yeah, I think Anders is trying to block the doorway, but it's that thing of like, it's full of the stars with the. I need to break a big rock. Does anyone have a?
I have a blaster, but that's about it.
I got a hammer and some arms.
I mean, I have a hammer, but I feel like that's going to take, and it'd be loud. I just.
So would a gun. So would a mech with a gun.
Yeah, I mean, it can be done.
Wait,
I don't think it can be done quietly.
Is it still active?
The mech, I assume.
No, the rock.
Oh.
I mean, when Mist looked at it, it did that to their. I want to say face.
To the face.
From what Anders and Mist are saying, your understanding is that it's a combination of proximity and looking at it.
Maybe we should just leave it alone for now and maybe destroy on the way out.
But if we kill off whatever the stone things are, and then Tweedledee and the rest of the weirdos decide to move in here, and then they look at it.
My God.
Wow.
Bro.
None of them are here. What are you?
See, that's the moment where I wish NPCs had like supersonic hearing, just like, I can hear you, motherfucker.
You asshole! Me.
Talking shit.
But you want them with another crazy jaw-breaking tongue monster in their head or whatever?
That's true. That's true.
So proud.
I agree with Anders.
That's true. Yeah.
Damn it. God, fucking... God. All right, you watch that door. I'll be right back. And he like digs in his bag and he's like pulling out a hammer. God, this is not like... I think you can just faintly hear the like Shawshank Redemption, the plinking of like...
So the intention is to destroy?
Deface, because if it's something with that symbol, he saw through it and was fine.
Right.
But it did something to... So his logic is that's why they messed up the one in the other room. So it's just to try and deface the...
Okay. Yes.
Right. If you shoot an energy cell, does it explode?
Yes.
I have an energy cell if you want to use it as a bomb.
I feel like that's going to be a hell of a lot louder
Be
than
very
me
loud.
messing up some lines with a hammer.
I mean, it's still going to be loud. It sounds in the stone building. It doesn't really be... Do you want it?
If a stone relief is destroyed in a temple, does...
Does it make a sound?
I feel like that there's going to be an emergency at some point.
Sound. I have 2.
Yeah, we're not in a rush to break this. We might be in a rush to break... I don't know. I just... Look,
Down.
While they're bickering...
back there, I'm busy. He's just shouting back while he's hammering.
I'm going to have... Okay, so if Anders is doing that, it's going to take you a minute. I'm going to have everyone else make perception checks.
Yeah.
I'm
Perceptione.
10,
Yikes. Just a 10.
Nice.
14. Hey.
14.
All right.
Eh.
Bah. 7. Okay. So Finn definitely hears this, and then Ava you almost pick it up instantly, and the two of you kind of look at each other. These heavy footsteps.
Oh, boysy.
And then...
Runs in the deep.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine.
And then it sounds like 2 voices, but it's like stone on stone, but you can understand what they're saying. We do not recognize them. Should we? No, wait for them to approach.
We have company.
Guys, there's stone grinding noises. They're waiting for us.
Didn't they say there was like statue creatures here?
I don't know.
There's something waiting for us at least. They're not approaching. They want to wait for us. They don't recognize us.
It was also uncommon.
Yeah, but it was like stone like stone like...
I'm assuming it's like stone creatures. Or something stonic. Stonic.
Stone.
Attention, pay attention to me.
That's dinner time. So
Dad.
they're just like food.
I appreciate how
Peasant.
aggressive cats are about that. It's like, hey, you son of a bitch, feed me. Yeah. All right. Anders, it's gonna take a little while.
Oh yeah.
To do this, so I don't know how long you want to wait. Are you all waiting until he's done?
I think we should wait for
I
Anders.
think we should wait. Yeah.
I think we'll wait and just guard the door, maybe.
Okay.
Or just can I peek around the corner
You may.
or into like this corridor? This like weird. Is that light shining through the top, or is
Through
this
the
just?
roof.
Okay, gotcha.
It looks like there used to be a skylight of some kind, and now it's just a blank airway.
Okay.
The top is a solid 100 feet up. These pillars are in different, states of decomposition. Some of them have been half knocked over, that you can see the rubble behind there. Looks like there's a lot more rubble back here, where this one's been broken off. And you can see the tops of some of these here. Yeah, I mean, if you want to peek around, you certainly can.
I'm going to peek around.
Okay. You can do that. Yeah, there are 3 20-foot tall stone statues, humanoid, all the same as far as appearances go, dressed in these long robes, and there is what looks like maybe flowers, stone flowers through their hair. You're not totally sure from this distance, but the one on the far left apparently notices you, and their head kind of swivels. Bring your compatriots.
Where at? Where? What?
This
Over
one
here?
right
Over on the
here.
left?
Yep.
Oh, okay, down the hall.
Yep.
Oh, there's 3.
There are 3. There's one in the back.
I see that now. Ooh.
A little bit differently armed than the 2 in the front.
Okay.
One in the back has some kind of spiked weapon on its back.
Ooh.
The other 2 have swords.
Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of like, let me go. I'm gonna go grab. Just
We
give me
will
a
wait.
second. What's your deal? Y'all got like names, or so I can be like, hey,
We will wait.
Gotcha. Guys, there's fucking stalking statues in the other room. They want to meet us.
Wait, they just like casually asked you if you could.
What?
They're not like attacking. They're just like, hey, could you bring your friends?
Yeah, they were like, we will
What's
wait.
what's the vibe? They're nice.
Pretty like corporate, man. You know, like just take orders.
Right. On the
Okay.
paycheck. Gotcha.
Yeah, like just like like we're stuck here 9 to 5. Don't want to be here, but
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
here. Yeah, you gotta make
Yeah.
ends meet.
We've all been there.
Yeah, real creepy vibe. One had like a spiky weapon on its back. They just like standing there, didn't move. Just was like, we want to talk to the others, or bring your other party members. I don't know if it's a trap. Probably a trap.
Probably a trap.
But who knows? Maybe
well,
they're like.
They know we're here, so we're a bit screwed in that respect.
Yeah. So whenever Anders is done having his little sculpture project in there, we can get it on our way.
We'll say another 15 minutes pass, and Anders manages to get done.
Nice. Okay.
They're like humming at the end of the corridor.
It would have been a lot quicker to just blow it up.
All right.
Like comes out and he's like visibly sweaty and like his arms are tired. Like, oh god. I wish I knew a spell for that. Okay, what's up? What's going on?
There's like some stone statues that want to meet us.
Yeah, there's some like statues in the other room, just around the corner there, that are saying that they want to meet the rest of the party. They told me to come and get you.
Didn't they say the statues tried to kill them when they came here?
Yeah, it's probably a trap, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, what they have to say.
They didn't come after me, so maybe they're just like stuck. Like, hey, you get over here, so I can kill you. So maybe if we just stay far enough away, they'll just be like, well, fuck, okay. I don't know. We could always just walk the other way. We could try and trick them. Maybe they know all of us are here. Maybe they don't know all of us are here. So maybe if somebody wants to like sneak around another way,
you should ask, like, hey,
there's no
how many of us do you want us to come? You know, and if they say like 3, then
okay.
Or we can bring some of us and then say, yes, this is our full party.
So who all wants to try and like sneaky? If we're gonna do this, who all wants to sneak by, and who wants to come with me?
Is there anywhere to sneak though? It's just a path forward.
I don't know. I mean, there's this big room. There's some pillars that you could hide behind, maybe. and shoot from? If it is like a trap, I don't know.
Let's just go talk. If it's a trap, then we at least expect that it might be a trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just.
I
be
feel like a
cautious.
broken record, but dumb as a sack of rocks is not a compliment. That's just.
Hey guy, statue, man's, peoples. What's we're here. What's up?
There are 6 of you. We would prefer to see all of you.
And all right, the jig's up.
Well,
All right.
we're here. We're like right here.
Yeah, let me move Echo while I'm at it. There we go. Select one of you to represent the intentions of your group.
They said that we need to select one of us to
I think we can all
represent
hear
the-
them.
You can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're like
Yeah,
30 feet
no.
away. They're like right there.
I knew that. Yep.
You know, you're doing great at talking. Maybe you should just you can
Yep.
be
No,
the
yep.
I-
yeah, you can attend really good. You know, you're
Yep,
intending
no,
all over
it's
the
fine.
place right now.
Yep.
Not it.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
don't know how comfortable I am with-
Where you going?
No. What?
Walking backwards all through.
Yep. Nope. That didn't sign up
Fades
for this.
back.
Yep.
Just stay. Fine. For God's sake, why is it always? And he just like
I mean, I'm
brushes
ready to go.
some like rock dust off his sleeves. Like, okay, fine. Hello.
You got this.
You can do it.
It's like
If
no
you-
weapon.
if you
Good on
no
you.
weapon.
If you need, I have some performance enhancing
Oh my god.
Quickly, shoot drugs in front of the statues. It's the only way.
They
Now, do
chill
you
you out,
really
man.
think the statues are judgmental about that? Come on.
I
I
mean,
don't
maybe
know, they're
they
pretty
because they can't.
old-fashioned, but-
Oh,
You don't
they're
know.
pretty. They're pretty rigid. Ha!
I need to leave.
Relics of a bygone age.
Yeah.
Right.
This is your chosen.
Sure.
Yes.
We would know you by name so that we may address you as such.
Are they fairies? If they're fairies, don't tell them your name.
Shut up. What?
Alright, sorry.
This is the part where I need this like badly animated and like Finn just kind of
You can call me Anders. That's my name.
It's not your given name, but it will do.
Mm.
It's not.
Secrets.
Oh no.
And what? Anders Vitali? Do you really care? What? Fine, sure.
Very good, Anders Vitale. What is your intention within our home?
Well, if this is the archive, or this leads to the archive,
Was that a question?
well, you see, we're not from here. We've been directed to head below. I kind of thought this was the way in, or the way through to the way in. But if we're in the wrong place, then by all means, point us in the right direction, and we're out of here.
You are near one way in. That is correct.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we were sort of right. Okay.
The one in the back actually steps aside and pulls what is very clearly a large trident off its back and gestures at the dark path behind them. That is the way in.
Ah, perfect.
Do we have to answer like a riddle to get to?
What is? Well, you're not helping.
There are no
Why are you
riddles.
Trying to make this harder. Why
It
are you-
is a simple question of intent. The archive is closely guarded. We have been tasked with this location.
Okay. Well, we need to leave this planet, and apparently something down there is stopping us. So we just need to, I don't know, pause or turn it off so that we can go and not be here in this place where you need to stop people being. Which would kind of solve your problem.
Have stopped no one. The
Oh,
archive
cool.
has stopped no one. You may wish to check with your... There's a weird kind of head tilt on a stone statue. It's real creepy. You may wish to check with your overseers. Is that the word?
Ordinarily, yes, but I have not been able to get signal anywhere on this planet. Neither could I get a message out by other means.
You speak of your coalition. We speak of your government.
Concordia? Whose government? I am very, very lost. What? Who do you think governs me?
Do you all not answer to the same overseers?
I mean, no, there's different planets, and they don't all agree. In some areas, those planets have agreed to be under kind of the same rules. There's sort of technically a overarching government, but then and he like looks at Finn. He's like, not everyone is on board, but
I'll listen to nobody. Fuck the police.
It's more nuanced than you might at first assume.
And as our understanding of your world is not nuanced, your understanding of ours is not either.
No, not at all. I honestly. Nope.
If you wish to visit the archive, you may.
But you don't think the solution to our problem is down there?
It is not.
But what are we supposed to...
What if we go over here?
Do you know where the solution to our problem is? Then
you will want to speak to Mother.
Aye.
That sounds right. Yes. Yes, we do. But wait, she's not down there?
She is and is not. There is a Ixiom. Zyos is in the statue's hand.
What?
Ah! What?
What?
It bamfed it off your person and just took it.
What? Dude, my ass is flying at this statue.
My ass.
Nope, you're still just there. You're fine.
What?
Just...
I mean, because it's in my like pockets.
Yeah.
So did it like rip?
It teleported it.
Oh, it teleported.
Yeah. So it now has Ixiom's core in its hand.
You're right there, little buddy.
An approximation of Mother.
Oh.
Another AI?
There's more of them?
Oh.
Dying.
Gotta catch them all.
Hey, Zyos, are you alright over there?
I'm fine. It's odd.
You let me know if they're not treating you right, alright?
Oh, that's sweet.
Because then I'll fucking blast them.
Fucking blast them.
Actually, Anthony, if you'll take an inspiration point for that, thank you.
Yay!
There is this weird kind of sonic buzzing in all of your heads for a moment, and then Ixiom is at your feet, or Ixiom, Zyos is at your feet again.
Oh god!
No, I do it every time.
There's a lot of Zys and Is.
It's so confusing sometimes. My brain just runs away. Zyos goes, no, there's a body down there for me. We need to go.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, I'll pick him up.
Excuse. No. Wait. Hold on.
What?
Hey, chill.
What?
Wait. Hold on. It starts to that core that he's housed in kind of glows a little bit. You're used to that now. It's like when he hits information that is a little too much for him at first. And then it lessens back down to what you're used to. It's a city.
It's not quite the body I was envisioning for you.
No, not that. The archive is a city.
Oh, right. Huh.
Okay.
Didn't the ship dude want us to bring the archive?
Mm.
If I had to guess, he's conflagrating the archive and Mother.
Ooh.
Okay.
They want us to bring
Sorry.
Mother to the ship?
Didn't mean to make you cry.
Stone Guardian. What? How do we address you? How do I address you?
Do you have a name?
Yeah.
I asked that. They said we will wait.
You can ask again.
Do you have a name?
You may call us Time.
Oh, now you have a name.
Okay. Time.
All of you a time?
God damn it.
I mean, look, sorry. I'm just curious. All right.
Lovely home you have here, by the way. Just
How do I
really
move?
loving the deco style.
I'm assuming there are rules, conditions to our going in. You know, like we shouldn't bring anything out, or you'll have to stop us, or there are certain things that you have to make sure stay, or.
The archive has not had visitors for some time.
Clearly, yep. Okay.
People still live in the archive?
It is a bustling metropolis.
For humanoids?
For all kinds.
Mm.
So why did you try to
Still
kill
living.
the last lot that came here?
We did not. We offered them sanctuary.
Why do they think?
Wasn't
So,
that the...
so the rest of their crew is down there.
They are.
Possibly, yeah. Oh.
The ones who left here assumed we would cause them problems. And then the one in the back says they tried to steal from the temple. That is the only
starfish?
crime.
What did they try to steal?
The creepy starfish. I think.
One of our soul reliquaries.
Oh.
Ah.
And
I
then
took a stone to look at later. Do you want me to
Wait.
put it down?
you are fine.
Thank you.
Wait, you said your,
Hmm.
as in you put the people in them, or you are responsible for their.
Imprisonment.
That's okay. Yep.
That is what the archive does to those who break the law.
Huh.
Can you think
Right.
of a more humane way to punish those who break laws? To rot in a cell for the rest of their lives, or to simply be enclosed?
I mean, do you put them back when they've served their sentence, or do they stay forever?
Every sentence is permanent.
Hmm.
There are a few crimes in the archive.
I mean, I guess at
What
least
are
you get out of the cell eventually, theoretically.
What are the
Any-
crimes? And is asking what the crimes are. So we don't do those things.
Stealing is a crime, right?
Yeah, what about like,
I'm assuming murder, probably.
what if it's like, don't wear linens? You know, then we're fucked.
Biblical crimes. Don't wear white after
Fair.
Labor Day? Like what
Yeah, yeah,
the
you
hell?
know, come on.
We don't know what they
Tell,
consider
ask
crimes.
them. You never know. Yeah, exactly. And then we're
I'm
gonna
not
get
sure
yeeted
they're
into
gonna
a
care
book for
about-
all eternity. So you know.
I don't think they're going to care about
Hey.
mixed fabrics if they let a previous
How do you
survivors
know?
of a crew. Well, they let previous survivors of a crew in there. What kind of crazy garb are you wearing under that? What are you afraid of?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Some very comfy undergarments.
I have 8 gadgets and 2 pockets. All right.
Don't ask.
For the sake of brevity, they lay out the few things
Yeah.
that will get you locked away in a
Uh-huh.
soul reliquary. One is attempting to take Mother from her housing. Another is to steal forbidden knowledge from places where it is kept. And the third is to unjustly take a life.
I mean, unjust, I feel like
Simples.
opens a whole lot of ethical holes, but that seems like a problem for the other day.
Wow.
They do clarify self-defense is not unjust.
I mean, yeah, that's... May we proceed? Is there a tithe? Do we...
No tithe. And perhaps if we may ask a favor.
Oh.
If you were to
Sure.
share knowledge of your world with those in the archive. Many of them wish to leave but cannot.
Have they turned into mushrooms?
No, that is an unfortunate side effect of Mother joining with the planet.
Oh.
Oh, wait,
You're not allowed to unplug her, but her being plugged in has negative side effects.
We are waiting for her power core to deplete.
Are we? Is that gonna happen to us? I don't want to be a mushroom.
I mean, I guess only
Really don't want to be a mushroom.
It
keep
will
your
not.
gas masks on and don't interfere with the
Other
mother,
plant
right?
life.
The archive is safe. The planet above where you are now is not.
Okay. Well,
Eating raw plant materials, being struck by multiple of the wildlife. You all ate the fruit, didn't you?
No eating
No?
that.
we haven't
I
eaten
didn't
it yet.
Okay.
Right.
Have we not?
We fed it to that one
Oh,
dude.
we gave
or
it
that
to
one
Oh
those
yeah, we gave it
guys.
to the fish guys. Yeah, we didn't actually get a chance to eat.
Oh,
I
no.
mean,
To
I
be
haven't
fair-
eaten mine yet.
They're probably immune.
Because they live here.
Because
yeah.
they live here.
Because
yeah.
they're beings. Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
what
we-
you're
we just
gathering
dodged
is
all
that
kinds of stuff.
you did, and you've dodged 2 fights as well.
Hell
All by
yeah.
complete accident.
The they will separate to let you pass.
We should probably give me 1 second. I'm just gonna let those other two know that this is not what they. I'll be right back. But runs out to tell the two that came with them that like big statue guys not trying to. That it's fine. There's a city. Your friends are down there. It's not a.
You walk out of the temple and you see Jen dead on the ground.
Ah,
Son of a.
okay. I'll just quickly go talk to these guys. Just say, oh God!
Why didn't they come with us?
With a knife
They
in her
found them.
chest.
Oh God!
And the binding that had been around Ta's eyes is on the ground.
No.
Ew. He was
Wait, as in the
taken?
knife is stuck in her and someone has left it, or
Mhm.
I
modern,
think we ought to do something
old,
like that.
like it's not some crazy flint knife from the fish people. It's like
No.
okay.
No, this is very clearly probably what is a force dagger, which is standard issue for everyone.
Yeah.
No, she's very dead, and in the ground, scrawled beside her, is "Mother calls me home."
Jesus.
Ew.
Aye.
Like looks over his shoulder to where he walks out, kicks some dirt over the writing. That can't be good. There's somewhere I can just push, like
There's
Like,
some
just push her-
underbrush. Yeah.
yeah, like just drags her in, like pushes some leaves and whatever over her, kicks more dirt over where the writing was, brushes his hands and just walks back in.
Oh
and
my
doesn't
God.
say a word.
Okay.
Did they not wanna join?
No, I think she's worried about, can't see. It's probably not the safest thing to be wandering around in a strange.
Ah, that's fair.
I think it's probably best they bed down somewhere safe for now. We'll I mean, if we come out and it's safe, right, then they know that there's no crew murdering happening. Then I guess maybe they'll go in. I mean, they ran away once, right? It's fine. We'll check it out, and then they can go.
Yeah. All right, time. We're gonna go in.
They don't say anything. They just let you pass.
As I pass, I kind of want to take a look at their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Because you said the one in the back had a trident and like a spiky spear thing.
You could only see the Finn could only see part of the trident.
Oh, okay.
So that was because it was on their back. So their back there it was kind of hiding.
Because it doesn't look like three regular people were turning into statues with their current weapons on them, like a fish shark mer person when got turned into a statue type of thing.
They look like copies of the same statue.
Okay.
Yeah. Very tall, very big. Okay.
Yeah. Anders will deliberately, hang at the back as everyone goes down the tunnel, and then very matter-of-factly tell time about the eyeless man who has committed a crime in the name of Mother.
We were concerned
justice
about that. It means her corruption has degraded more. If she is speaking out to those whom she has infected through the plant life.
I mean, I guess if they come in, you're gonna have to,
You may find those below who seek to enhance her power depletion.
They want to make her crazier quicker. Or I guess they don't think it's crazy. Harmful.
I think they want to, it's kind of like depleting her battery so that she stops.
Yeah, they're being very careful with their language.
Oh.
You get the implication that they mean
Killer.
Be careful whom you make allies with.
Oh, man.
Some will protect her at all costs. Others would like to be released from the city, so they may go off-world.
I very much hope the three of you maintain some peace.
Once she stops existing, we stop existing. It is a future we look forward to.
Oh, wow.
Probably old as fuck, though.
Just, starts catching up with the group, just whistling and wandering along. Okay.
Okay. So we'll stop there. You guys dodge 2 fights.
Wait, 2 fights?
Yeah.
We can just talk our way through these fights. Beautiful.
Fishman and statues.
Gonna have a
Yep.
chat with Mother,
Oh,
sort
yes.
everything out, no worries.
So into the archive you go next game. And
Yeah.
we'll go from there. All right. So
Keen.
woo!
Keen.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
You didn't ask about the bats. Why are there bats everywhere?
Bats. Because there's bats.
Okay,
dork.
cool.
Because
That's good enough for me.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Alright.
I should have asked one of the bats to become my friend.
Yeah.
I still can.
You still
So much
can.
bat opportunity.
All right. So we'll stop there then.
Cool.